Hello everyone. I am Michelle Trevino with Michelle TV. If you are new here and have never been to my channel, consider subscribing as I will be bringing you weight loss tips and body positivity transformations throughout my journey. Did you know that most women do not easily lose weight? About 40 to 50% of American women struggle in one time in their lives to shed those unwanted pounds. I have personally struggled with weight loss throughout my whole life, ever since I was a child, all the way up to being an adult after having my children. Is something that I have had issues with forever. It is not just by the food that we consume, but more than anything, but our mental paradigms and blockages. Yes, you heard right. Blockages that we have in our mind that hinder our progress. So in today's video, I am going to expose the truth and try and help you guys out as much as possible. Get rid of all those blockages that are hurting your progress. But stay tuned till the end because I will give you tips to help you overcome those mental blockages and finally start moving forward and transforming your life forever. So what are paradigms? Paradigms are blockages that we have instilled in us from our parents, things that we don't know that are there, but they are, things that were brought to us from childhood, from our experiences, from our parents' experiences, brought on from generation to generation. For example, when you're a baby, you're an infant, you're a toddler, you start crying, a child starts crying, what is the first thing we do? We give them a bottle to comfort them. So as a child, you start making connections that food is something that is comforting to us, okay? Yes, it is a necessity, but when you know that the child is not hungry because they just ate and you're still constantly just offering that bottle just to calm that child down instead of looking for other ways to comfort that child, you are sending signals to the brain telling them that this is something that comforts. In my culture, for sure, I know for a fact most of us fall victim to doing that. We carry around our bottle or the pacifier, and it is a soothing mechanism for the child. So that's something that is passed on, okay? It's not something that but it's something that was passed on from what your parents did to you as a child. They were not doing it unconsciously for you to have some kind of emotional effect. Then we start growing up and we become toddlers. And we don't want to eat. There's days when toddlers just don't want to eat. So what happens? Mom and dad start saying, you need to finish your food. You have to finish your food because there are children in Africa that don't have anything to eat. Or you need to finish because if not, you will not get strong. Or you will not do this. Yes, there are times when you have really picky eaters and they don't want to, but the children go through stages where they're growing and sometimes they might not need all the food that we give to them, and we reward, we try to reward them with a cookie, we reward. So the mind starts making connections to food as a pleasure or something that soothes, comforts, and brings that need. Then we get older and we start going through heartaches. We start maybe a breakup, or your friend doesn't want to talk to you anymore, or the guy that you're interested in just doesn't want to talk to you or is not interested in you. What is something that the American culture has done to us? Ice cream. The women, we reach out for ice cream, or we binge watch while we're watching romantic movies, crying, that's the typical. It's even in the movies, it's something that we grew up thinking was okay, and it was a norm, and it was comforting once again, okay? So it brings back again that same need to comfort, to use food as a comfort, okay? So we kind of do. I hope you are getting, the hint of where I'm going, where we have developed unconsciously these thought patterns in our mind that it is okay to associate food with comfort and for us to feel good. So what can we do to break those paradigms that we grew up with? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not a hopeless case. We seriously need to start changing what we tell ourselves what we say out loud, what we say in our brains, what we visualize, and in order for those changes to start occurring. So these are my recommendations to you to start making those changes. The following are examples that most of us women, we do tell ourselves, instead of saying I'm fat, ugh, I'm disgusting, look at all this weight, I can't seem to be getting it off. Start making changes. You can say something like, my body is doing a great job in transforming. I'm doing awesome. Even though you don't believe it, trust me, the more we tell our brain something, the more the brain believes it. The brain doesn't know the difference between if it's real or not. It's our subconscious that knows, but we have to train ourselves to think that way and start making those changes so that our brain can think that we are right, and we'll start letting go, okay? Letting go of all those negative thoughts. Another example, instead of saying, I'm so ugly and unworthy, I don't deserve to look good, you need to start making changes and say, thank you for my great body that is making small changes, for it to be strong, because I'm so grateful that it takes me where I need to go. I am so grateful that I'm healthy, that I can actually get up and walk and do things that I need to do. Be grateful for your body, and your body will start transforming itself. Remember that losing weight is a slow process, and that's the way it should be. We can't become impatient with what we are doing. So many things we can do to start making changes in our paradigms. These are just some examples that I provided with you. Let me know in the comments destructive patterns that you have noticed in yourself that maybe you didn't realize before, and now you are being a little bit more conscious about it. Let me know in the comments below what you are thinking. I highly encourage you to start making small changes every day. Like I said, even if you don't believe it, your mind will start believing it. It does work. It takes time, it takes patience. Have lots of patience with yourself, and the changes will come. If you are my client, send me a message, request me on Facebook, and I will add you to my support group, where I provide lots of motivation for my clients. I'm going to start definitely showing them a lot more on mental transformations, because bottom line, this is where we lack. We can lose the weight, and but sticking to it. Weight loss, we want weight loss that's going to last forever. Once we lose that weight forever, that is when we win. Thank you guys for watching me. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings to everybody. Bye.